me your name and your character name?
My name is Shannon Aliagich, and I play Alice, and she is the wife / soon-to-be mother in the play and daughter to this one.
I'm Russell R. Trahan. I play Abe Dreyfus, lovable, lovable, lovable father-in-law to Alice. This one, not so much.
Well, I'm Carmen Borgia, and I play Mildred. Actually, I am Alice's mother-in-law, Jerry's mom. And Abe over here, yeah, I don't know.
What?
We try to
try.
get along.
She is very trying.
I try.
No, she is
I
very
try to get
trying.
along.
That is for sure. She's very trying.
Him, not so much.
Well, it's nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
How did you learn about Mimi's Community Theater?
Well, me, it was the Facebook when I saw the best Christmas pageant ever, the ad that they were looking for kids to audition, and so I thought it was something neat that my kids could do. And one of my kids actually 2 of my kids were in it, and then one of them worked backstage, and then I just came to and from everything. And then when they had the auditions for Squabbles, Lorraine kind of texted me, she said, "Are you coming?" I was like, I guess.
This again?
Since you asked me directly, I guess I'll come. And then I came, and there it is.
And we're glad you did.
And I'm glad I did.
I actually heard about it through one of the other actors in the play, who's not here this afternoon, Andreas, who plays Jerry, her husband, and my son-in-law. He was in another production with another community theater here in town, Playwrights Roundtable, and I do a lot of work with Playwrights Roundtable, so I met him through that production, and he told me about this great show that he was in, and they still needed one more actor, and and so I just messaged Lorraine, and as they say, the rest is history.
Same thing, Facebook. Someone shared the post on a page that I was already part of, and that's where I saw the casting.
Have any of you done acting before Squabbles?
Not for a very long time. I acted in middle school musicals and high school musicals. I've never done a play. So ever since then, I haven't done anything. So this is my first one since then.
Most people wouldn't call it acting, but I've been in a few plays. I'm kidding. No, actually, funny story, very similar. I did a lot of theater in high school and in college. Then I stopped acting for about 20 years until I moved to Orlando about 5-6 years ago. Met a couple of friends, met some people, made friends with them that were in local theater, and started doing productions again. So.
How about you?
Very similar, actually. I did a lot of acting in high school and college, and then I also kind of stopped for a little bit and just kind of headed in a different direction. And maybe a few years ago, I just kind of decided to take it back up again and realized how much I missed it. So.
Nice.
And I'm glad you did.
Have any of you thought about directing, or have you directed shows in the past?
No and no. That's all I can say about that. I wouldn't want that job.
Yeah.
I'm too OCD, just I have issues. The last play, I was like, man, if I was Lorraine, whew, couldn't do it. So I'm glad I'm not on that side of it.
I have thought about directing. I have never directed, but the more I think about directing, the more I know I won't direct. Directing is a very hard job. You've got to have a clear vision for the whole show, know where you want it to go. I've worked with some very good directors, Lorraine included. I've worked with some not so good directors, so I know what I, as an actor, think it takes to be a good director, and I don't think I have that, so I'm not going to direct.
I'm good at throwing my opinion in there when it's not needed. So I can assist. I can sit in an audience and say, well, that doesn't look right. Maybe we should do this instead. And I did that a lot last. Maybe it wasn't welcome at times, but but that's the most I got.
Yeah, same here. I haven't directed, I haven't really thought about it, but I don't know, maybe perhaps in the future, but for right now, I would say no.
Do any of you have suggestions for future shows for Mimi's Community Theater?
No. I mean, I don't know a lot about like the plays and stuff. I mean, like I said, I did a lot of musicals, you know, so to me that would be fun, but a musical is a whole other ballgame than a play. A lot more that goes into that, I'm sure. So one of my favorite ones that we did was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
I love that one.
That was a fantastic show. That's his music. There's no speaking parts in that show. It is all music, and that maybe that's what I like so much about it. That and the sound of music. Love that.
Oh, yeah. Actually, both two really good suggestions. It kind of plays into what I was going to suggest is nothing specific necessarily as far as a play, but a lot of community theaters are very successful doing plays with a lot of children in them. A lot of, you know, like the, you know, best Christmas pageant ever. Just, you know, exactly like Joseph, where you can have children in it, Sound of Music. Great way to sell tickets to parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, everybody. So, but you know, a nice blend of things that are family friendly and but yet entertaining. Everybody likes the classics. So.
True. What they said, pretty much. Ditto, I second that. I'm still fairly new. I'm still catching up on like plays and stuff like that. So I don't know that I know enough to maybe suggest a production. But yeah, what they said.
Yeah.
What would you like to share with the community about Mimi's Community Theater?
It's just starting out, so it's a little bit smaller. I know when I first walked up and I was like, how are we going to have a play in, you know, a building like this? And I was like, because there's no, you know, when you walk in, it's just tables and chairs. But what they did last time with it was just really cool, that they were able to create something out of nothing. And so I think the creative aspect for Mimi's Theater is almost maybe a little bit higher than some other places, because they literally have to start with nothing and build everything from the ground up. Whereas if you go into other theaters, they already have a stage, they already have chairs, they kind of know where left is and right is and stuff like that. And here it's totally nothing, and everything is built from mainly, you know, Lorraine and Bart and the help of everybody else that puts time and effort into it. And it's all for the community. And not just Winter Garden. I mean, I'm from Claremont, and so I come out here and I help out, and my kids help out. And I never in a million years thought I'd get involved with anything like this, you know. I'm not saying I'm old, but at my age, I mean, like I'm starting all over again with this, so it's kind of funny. But I'm thrilled that my kids can be involved and start at a young age and work their way up. So I just hope it keeps going.
I would say don't let the age fool you. Yes, it's just getting started. Yes, it's a new theater, but it's still one of the more professional, one of the more creative, one of the more kind of that nurturing, safe environment that actors like to grow and experiment in. So don't let the age fool you. I'm having a better time here in this production than I have in other very well more established theaters in downtown Orlando. So it's a great environment.
I would agree. I don't think we take ourselves too seriously here, so it's easy to have fun.
Yes, very much so. But still get the work done, but have fun.
Yeah, exactly. Fun. That's what it should really be about, you know. I've had nothing but a great experience with Mimi's Community Theater, and Lorraine and Bart are amazing. It's a safe environment. It's a very safe environment, and they definitely have the drive to do this. So I see this going very, very far, and hopefully I can still continue to be a part of that.
Thank you for being a part of Mimi's Theater, and I hope to do a show with all of you in the future.
It'd be fun. Cool. Yeah.